Seen a lot of people playing seeds to the dream, growing patient and run away. I cultivated, irrigated it, now the growth amazing, I love the change, oh yeah. Been laughed at before, been lil' bro, not the same one saying pass me the torch. I ain't passing y'all shit. For the skate, California license plate, when I'm passing y'all in. Take that to the chin.
Oh man, welcome to another episode of one of the greatest shows.
What is it called?
Message Delivered.
Say it again, Jay. Message Delivered, baby. We back with another episode.
Another episode, y'all. How you feel, man?
9.
I see you chilling today, man. You out here, nice little comfortable outfit.
Right.
You got us to the chair. We having a good time today. That's
Message
right.
Delivered,
and
baby.
You know where we at? Come on, y'all. Let the people know where we at.
Los Angeles, California. This is episode 9.
Episode 9. Right here in Los Angeles, California.
8 or 9 is what we don't know.
We got a great message today to deliver. And today's message is success leaves clues. Oh my God.
Jay, say it again. I don't think they caught it.
I don't think they caught it.
Success leaves clues.
Now, this one is really good because I said a long time ago, I heard you spoke about success, about leaving clues. I didn't understand it. You broke it down to me. So I want you to break it down to the people. What does that mean?
So success leaves clues is very simple, Jeff.
Right.
Very simple thing. Success leaves clues means people that become successful in life in any field, they leave clues in terms of how they made it. All you gotta do is watch those traits. Watch the line of fire they walked, right? Watch the path they took, and it's gonna leave clues and give you hints in terms of how to do the same thing, how to replicate that success. So if you wanna be a doctor, look at other doctors. Okay. Everyone knows the route. Go to school, go to medical school, then go to college, go to medical school, take your prerequisites, do your MCATs. There's always clues, but then you can also shadow people. You can do other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Success leaves clues. Other people, there's ways to go around certain things, and there's not ways to go around certain things. It's just, you gotta go straight. You gotta take the same path. But in different fields, there's different tricks and tips. So success leaves clues, man. Follow the people that came before you.
Now,
and you're gonna learn from it.
And another word, what I had gained from it was, I followed people that came before me. So it goes pretty much like you said for everybody. You follow the greats, right? Yeah. So the guys that did it before us, the fathers of the game. Yep. Now, for example, we love film. So you followed the other directors, the other great directors that came in the game. Now, what's some of the successful people that you done followed in your time? Because I know some of the people I followed, and it wasn't just from film. I learned from everybody. I learned from people that I grew up around. I learned from people that I went to school with, and I learned also from people that I watched on TV, the ones that, especially in film, because we filmmakers. So success leave clues, and I understand what you're saying, because in order to be successful, somebody had to do it, but you had to get motivation from something in order to say, hey, this is my career, this is my path, I like this right here, I'm gonna follow. Like, for example, you my mentor. A lot of people don't know that. You my mentor. There's a lot of things that you done showed me, and I say, this guy is very successful. In my eyes, I know how good you are. But some other people probably look at you and say, hey, he's good, but he's not where he needs to be yet.
Lamborghini's houses, yeah.
But for me, I respect your talent. I respect who you are. You're like a brother to me. And I said, I was very successful. So a lot of the stuff that you showed me, I actually took that and brought it into my life. Is that what that means? Success leave clues. So okay, good. I just want people to know that, because sometimes people, and I used to say that, don't be afraid to take.
Can we just stop and give a round of applause for Jeff?
Nah, that's
Jeff Youngs, man.
Nah, that's cool though.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, because it take a lot to salute another man.
Nah, that's cool. You gotta salute your brothers, because and I tell people this all the time. I said, don't be afraid to give credit to your friends, because people, they don't like to give credit to other people. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they, and it's crazy to say, coming from my culture, people so we give that tough love. Yeah. So you'll look at somebody, you'll be like, man, you know what? I see dude, he doing his thing, but I won't say he doing his thing.
It's hate.
Because I don't want him to know that.
That ain't tough love, it's just hate.
Success leave clues to me. I respect that title. I respect that, because there's a lot of successful people that I follow, whether they're on TV, whether I know them in person. I follow those footsteps because I want to be successful. So I said, I have to have mentors. And in this game, you always told me, you said, Jeff, you need to have a mentor. Tell people, what it takes to have a mentor. What steps that you need to do, to take to have a mentor? Because I wind up finding you, and you wind up being my mentor. What about other people? How can they find a mentor?
Well, here's the thing, Jeff. About with mentorship, I used to think you actually get on the internet and search.
Right.
If you get lucky, it works. With mentorship, if you get lucky, it works. If you get on the internet and search, if you go out and search, it works sometimes.
Right.
For me, unfortunately, it didn't work. I want to know in the comments below, guys. Let us know if you have a mentor, someone you look up to that personally coaches you and helps you along the way with what you want to be. But the way I found my mentor, right, and my other mentors is through being at the right place at the right time.
Right.
That's how I found it. So sometimes mentorship comes with working with people. You work for somebody that's successful, you actually show them what you can do, then it becomes like a natural mentorship. You build a relationship with them, then you start asking them questions. But I found in my approach, asking people outright, hey, can you mentor me? It never works out. I went to rich people, successful people, yo, can you be my mentor? Can you be my... They don't write back, they don't read. So I stopped doing that a long time ago. Then I just started adding value in people's lives, giving them my service, and then naturally they started being my mentor. Not everyone, but certain people. They started to befriend me. So sometimes going out and asking people to be your mentors, it won't work. You gotta actually put in work and be in the right place at the right time. I.e., Jeff was on Birth of the Seed. He came to Birth Seed, he put himself in the right place at the right time, in the right environments, around the right people. Later on, I became his mentor. If Jeff would've hit me up online, hey, what's up, Yaw? My name's Jeff Young, I'm from Jersey City. I see you doing your thing with film. Can you mentor me? The answer would've been no. Jeff, I will not mentor you because I don't know you. But Jeff put himself in the right place at the right time. He put himself in the right environments, the right rooms. Naturally, mentors and everything you're looking for is there.
Now, this is a good thing, right? Because a lot of time you'll think your mentor needs to do exactly what you're doing, but that's not true.
Oh, I love that.
That's not true, right?
I love that. That is not true at all. No, you can have, that is so cool that you said that. My mentor is nowhere near the film. It's not in the film world at all. At all. She's a medical doctor. Not in the film world at all. One of the biggest medical doctors in the United States. You know who my mentor is. And she doesn't do film. And she taught me almost everything I know in terms of the foundation of business. I had to walk alone eventually, but she taught me how to crawl, contracts, how to behave. She taught me so many things, even beyond that. A lot of tips and tricks. Some stuff she probably even forgot that she taught me. But that's my mentor. She taught me. And eventually, I introduced you to my mentor.
I met her. You know what I'm saying? She's a great person.
Great, powerful.
And a powerful woman too.
Very powerful woman. So, so no, she doesn't. You don't have to do the same thing. You just gotta have somebody that's educated, intellectual, and has experience, and age doesn't matter. Because I'm younger than you. You see what I'm saying? So age don't mean nothing. It's the knowledge, education, and experience that makes a mentor somebody can teach you.
And the thing I like about Success Leaves Clues also is because I remember I worked with different people, especially in the film industry, where I was learning little things from them because I'm a hands-on type of guy. So I learned hands-on, Some people don't learn through books, they learn if you show me and I could do it. So I learned through different people, and certain people would teach you at their pace in different ways. So Success Leaves Clues means a lot to me because I know what it takes to be successful. As I'm growing in my field, and I can see what it's showing me, like, okay, you're growing, you're making it to where you want to be. So I learned that you can't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be that guy or that girl that just want to say, well, I'm not going to ask for it, I'm just going to do it on my own. That's where a lot of men and women make a lot of mistakes at, y'all. They think that they need, let me bring it back. A lot of time as people, right, we think that it's like, okay, I want to learn this, but that, okay, I don't want to ask this person no question. I was always the type of guy, the type of person, that will go out and ask questions. That's how I passed school, classes, and everything, because I was the guy that raised my hand. Hey, how you do this? Because I'm hands-on. Now, what about you? Because a lot of time I watch you, you ask questions. Not only that you ask questions, you always thinking outside the box. People want to know, what makes you so different in the way you are? Because, the beat is good at directing. I see you hands-on, and you great at it. What makes you this good at it?
So Jeff, that's a good question. That's a very good question. My wittiness and just how clever and sharp I am, and my ability to just answer questions on the whim or create solutions comes from watching mentors, studying, and things of that nature. This is where it goes back to why success leaves clues. In order to sharpen your skills, you have to practice. A basketball player shoots 1,000 shots a day. The ones that want to be good, the ones in the NBA. NFL player, he's catching footballs, right? Rappers, you got to practice your bars and stuff and make new songs. It's the same thing with being a businessman, entrepreneur like us, filmmakers. You study your craft. Certain things come easier for one person than it may the next. Directing is that for me. in that sense, where I don't have to practice it in terms of me studying every day. Like, oh, let me see, how could I direct better? It's natural, it's a gift. Because directing is vision, that's what it is, and storytelling. So that I don't have to practice, and that's what a gift is. Something that comes very easy for you. That you can almost do in your sleep, that's very difficult for others. That's what you know your gift is. So Success Leaves Clues, I surround myself with successful people, my mentors. I watch, I study YouTube, I read books, I watch how they move and behave. They have no tolerance for nonsense. That's number one. They don't have tolerance for nonsense. You get what I'm saying? They have no tolerance for nonsense. Number two, they're very sharp, and they practice and sharpen their blade every day. They sharpen their blade. You can't think that, you do have to believe you're the best, but you can't think that you can never get better. You're always a student, you can always get better, and that's the goal, is just to continue to sharpen. And that's how I'm able to, I guess, answer these questions and, make things happen. And anyone can do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not some superhuman, anyone can do it. The only thing that separates the average from the greats are the ones that do it every day and continue to have the will and discipline. That's what makes you a superhuman.
So yeah, I know we love telling the people good stories.
We always tell good stories, Jeff. Can you give us a story, you think, to wrap up the session?
I have this crazy story, but it's a funny story.
Okay.
It's my growing up.
Okay.
And it could apply to Success Leaving Clues, because when I was coming up, right, I remember living in a building. It was this gentleman that lived downstairs from me. He was a hustler. But he always wore constructions, Timbs, the yellow ones. Those was my favorite Timbs, but my mom couldn't afford it. Yeah. But I always admired the way he dressed. So I always wanted to be a successful, fly dude, coming up. So I got a job, and I studied the guy. I'm like, yo, he wore army fatigue jackets with the yellow Timbs. That was like a perfect sort of combination.
Yeah, the army fatigue with the Timbs.
Right. And then also he used to do the
New York stand up. You know what we're talking about? New York Jersey stand up.
Jersey, that vibe,
Stand up.
So now when I got a job, I said, I'm gonna get everything I wanted now, because I have money now. So I started dressing up and I started getting fly. First thing I did, I went and bought me a pair of Constructs, and I went and bought me the same army fatigue jacket. I asked myself, remember that coat you had, that green one? And he told me where to go get it. I went and got it. I nailed it. Came to school, dude was like, yo, bro, I respect your style. It was, you fly. But they didn't know who I was biting off of. So I was taking his style because I wanted that rugged, that street look.
That's
and
right.
He had
That's
that.
right.
Shout out to bro. Matter of fact, rest in peace to him because he passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a while ago. That was somebody that I grew up with, older dude.
But success causes influence.
Yeah, but success, yes. I was very
it leaves
influenced
clues,
by
but it causes influence.
Everything.
And I want to also say this, that's a dope story first off. Thank you for sharing that with us, man.
Cool, man.
If y'all got a story, drop it below. We want to hear it. But I also want to say this. It's not only success leaves clues, but mistakes leaves clues.
Okay.
People that fail and bomb, I'm not doing that. What he did, you saw what happened, right?
Right.
And we got tons of stories with that.
Right.
Certain film people, bad attitudes and things of that nature. You saw what they did. So success leaves clues, but also mistakes do the same.
Okay, copy. Let's touch on that.
We gotta
touch on that, because you're right though. People make mistakes based on other people they follow. Sometimes, your brother, your sister could lead you down the wrong avenue.
And I'll tell a story to close out.
Right, let's see a good story.
So there was a guy that I know that I used to work with, and he just constantly, every time I worked with him, I noticed he was all about money. Money. He always asked me, oh, money, how much is this? How much is this? How much is this? How much is this? And I watched the way he behaved. I noticed he would always struggle for jobs in the film world. And I assessed it and I said, you know what? I think I know why this guy's struggling, because he's chasing money.
Right.
Which we'll talk about in another episode of money and versus relationships. But he was chasing money all the time. He always used to ask me about the money. How much does it cost? Oh, I can't do it for this price. I don't work with that guy anymore, but nonetheless, I don't even think he makes films anymore. But the whole point is, success leaves clues, mistakes do too. I said, everyone I come around, I'm gonna start working with this film thing. I'm gonna study their behavior, take pieces from each one.
Right.
Let me keep some stuff and make sure I don't keep some stuff and don't do certain things. So when I saw him behave like that, I gotta make sure I never do that.
Right.
Come in at dudes for bread. So sometimes you're dealing with clients, you can't keep talking about money.
Right.
Talk about the service you're gonna provide for them, and then they'll talk about the money.
Right.
So I learned that. So success leaves clues, but mistakes do the same.
Okay.
So that's another thing that I learned. I just want to tell that story, but I want to hear from you guys, Jeff and I.
Yes,
what stories that y'all got
y'all.
about success leaving clues and what you learned from somebody that made success or made mistakes.
Yeah, but some of the stuff they went through in life.
Exactly.
we could learn off of. So you know what to do.
If it was valuable to this
Right.
episode, we want you to hit that thumbs up button.
Hit that thumbs up.
Share it with people.
Like it.
Put it on your Facebook page, your Instagram. Just share it because we want people to hear this information. It would mean a lot to us.
Leave the comments below.
And leave the comments. Talk to us. That's the form of communication
Yep.
we can go through.
That's
Jeff and
what-
I have a
Yep.
lot of plans for message delivery.
A lot of plans.
Like we have a lot. We have our logo should be out now or coming soon. We're doing
Right, we're doing
so
it
many
for y'all.
things.
No, we're doing it for the people.
So many things.
We
So-
love film, but we also love communicating with our people. So
and helping and giving back, and that's
giving
what
back.
message delivery is
Yep.
all
So
about,
like,
man.
subscribe,
And we'll catch you next time.
That's
man.
it, man. Yeah, let's get out of here, man.
We're out of here, man.
That's
So we
it.
appreciate you guys. We
Thank
will
you.
catch you later
We'll catch
on.
y'all later.
Peace. We're going
Peace.
inside.